In the ever-complicated world of days of our lives, nothing stays simple for long. One of the most anticipated plotlines of the upcoming episodes involves the return of Aaron, a character whose past connections to Sophia and Tate are about to throw the whole town into turmoil. As the night of the prom draws nearer, it seems that Aaron's unexpected reappearance will bring with it a flood of emotional revelations that could forever alter the course of Sophia's pregnancy story. The question on everyone's mind is, what happens when Aaron finds out about Sophia's pregnancy, and what impact will this have on the already tense relationships between him, Sophia, and Tate? Let's explore how this dramatic twist plays out, unraveling layer by layer. A look back at the past before we dive into the present-day chaos. It's essential to understand the backstory that sets the stage for Aaron's return. To do this, we must go back in time, when things were far from straightforward for Sophia and the men in her life. At that point, Sophia was reeling from a heart-wrenching realization. Tate, the man she had fallen for, simply didn't feel the same way. His indifference was more than just a slap in the face, it shattered her emotional defenses. In her despair, Sophia turned to someone who had been in the background of her life for some time, Aaron. Aaron, too, was in a fragile emotional state. Perhaps he was struggling with his own demons, or maybe he, like Sophia, was simply seeking solace after a long period of confusion. The circumstances that led to them spending that night together were nothing short of emotionally charged. Both of them were vulnerable, Aaron, seeking comfort after an emotional toll, and Sophia, heartbroken after the realization that Tate did not feel the same. Neither of them was thinking clearly. The night was one of catharsis, but it was also one of significant consequence. Neither Aaron nor Sophia realized the potential repercussions of that fateful encounter. They might have been careless in their actions, but their emotions were raw, and sometimes those feelings translate into decisions that are more impulsive than rational. They may not have been cautious, and now, months later, the aftershocks of that one night could have massive, lasting implications. The shocking return, a bombshell revelation. Fast forward to the present, and we find Sophia facing an unexpected and life-changing situation. She's pregnant. The news comes as a shock, not just to her, but to everyone involved in her life, particularly the two men whose futures might depend on who the child's father is. Sophia, emotionally exhausted and unsure of her place in this complicated love triangle, has to navigate the uncertainty of whether the father is Tate, whom she had been in love with, or Aaron, the man with whom she shared a tumultuous night of emotional vulnerability. When Aaron returns to Salem, he is bound to be stunned by the news of Sophia's pregnancy. But his shock will quickly turn into something more troubling as he begins to wonder if the baby might be his. After all, Aaron knows the details of that one night. They both were intimate without any protection. The timing of this pregnancy could match up with that one-night encounter, making it a possibility Aaron can't easily ignore. The emotional weight of this revelation will weigh heavily on him. His immediate reaction may be one of disbelief, followed by a deep sense of responsibility as he realizes the child could be his. As much as he may have left Salem behind, this situation will pull him back into the turmoil, making it impossible for him to stay away. A confrontation waiting to happen with Aaron now back in Salem, and the pregnancy news hanging in the air like an emotional bomb. The next step will inevitably lead to a confrontation. Aaron will not be able to sit idly by while he wonders if he is the father of Sophia's child. It's in his nature to seek the truth, and that truth will come in the form of a confrontation with Sophia. But Aaron's desire to understand the situation better will lead him to do something even more dramatic. He will ask for a paternity test. This decision will not come lightly, as it will shake the very foundation of the already fragile dynamics between Aaron, Sophia, and Tate. For Sophia, This will be another layer of complexity she doesn't need. She's already emotionally overwhelmed, trying to figure out where she stands with Tate and what her future will look like now that she's carrying a child. The request for a paternity test will undoubtedly sting. Sophia has spent so much time trying to bury the past with Aaron, only for it to resurface in the form of this bombshell. Yet, as much as she may be hurt or angry by the request, she knows that it might be the only way to put all of their doubts to rest. Tate's shocking response. The jealous storm, the true drama will unfold when Tate discovers the truth. Up until this point, he has been living in his own world, convinced that he and Sophia were destined to be together. Despite the emotional distance between them, Tate never truly accepted the possibility that anyone else could step into his place in Sophia's life. So, when Aaron enters the picture with a claim to be the father of Sophia's child, Tate will be rocked to his core. Tate's world will come crashing down as he grapples with the truth that Aaron and Sophia shared an intimate night long before he even knew about their connection. His jealousy, which had always simmered beneath the surface, will boil over. Tate is known for his impulsive reactions, and the news that Aaron could be the father of Sophia's child will likely send him into a tailspin. For a man who thought he had a claim on Sophia's heart, this revelation will undoubtedly be a source of rage, frustration, and a desire to protect what he believes is his. In this moment of emotional chaos, Tate will be forced to confront his feelings for Sophia and the stark reality that he may have lost her to Aaron, even if only for one night. He will have to decide whether to fight for his place in her life or step aside and let her choose the future she desires. But no matter what, Tate's reaction to Aaron's claim will be anything but calm. This will likely lead to a confrontation between Aaron and Tate, one that could either be a blowout of epic proportions or a moment of truth where the two men come to terms with the fact that Sophia's heart and the paternity of her child are not so easily claimed. Sophia's heartbreaking decision. A crossroad amid all of this turmoil, Sophia will be left to make a decision that could define the rest of her life. The pressure of having two men vying for her attention, each with their own emotional baggage and desires, will weigh heavily on her. She will have to decide not just who she wants to be with, but what kind of future she wants for her child. Does she reconcile with Aaron, acknowledging the deep connection they share, or does she stay with Tate, who has been by her side through thick and thin? The emotional strain of making such a decision will test Sophia's limits. Her heart will pull her in different directions, torn between the past and the present, between love and loyalty. Ultimately, the choice will come down to what she values most, the future she envisions for herself and her child, or the love and security that she has known in Tate. The paternity test, a final reveal. The question of paternity will finally come to a head with the test results. The moment the truth is revealed will be a turning point for everyone involved. It will confirm or deny the suspicions that have been brewing since Aaron's return. Will he be the father? Or will Tate take his place as the man who stands by Sophia's side as she navigates motherhood? Regardless of the outcome, this moment will alter the relationships forever. Whether Aaron is the father or not, the fallout will reverberate through Salem, with long-lasting consequences for Sophia, Tate, and Aaron. The dynamics between them will shift in ways no one can predict. What comes next for Aaron, Sophia, and Tate? Aaron's return to Salem will undoubtedly change the lives of those involved, particularly as the paternity of Sophia's child comes into question. The emotional tensions, betrayals, and heartache that arise from this drama will set the stage for even more surprising twists in the future. As Aaron, Sophia, and Tate navigate their tangled feelings, it's clear that this storyline has the potential to lead to unexpected decisions, shocking betrayals, and life-changing consequences for all three of them. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.